Education 802 Final Reflection by Alicia Lippert. This has by far been one of my favorite classes, and I have already transferred what I learned to my classroom. In the past 10 weeks, numerous concepts have stood out to me. I have chose to focus on the top 3. The first concept that stood out to me, and the one I discussed in my first reflection, is that of neuroplasticity. Knowing that our brains can continually change and learn gives me the motivation to do just that, continue to learn and instill that in my students as well. After understanding the neuromyths, I was able to focus on the fact that learning never ends. It is a journey we all go on, just with different destinations and arrival times. What's even better is you really can teach an old dog new tricks. The next concept that stuck with me is that of growth mindset. As a special education teacher, I see the fixed mindset in my students on a daily basis, and it breaks my heart. I will continue to try and get my students to this growth mindset by setting high expectations but helping them to reach it, not labeling my students, teaching them clearly defined strategies for improvement, and instilling a yet sensibility in them, meaning they may not know it yet or be able to do it yet. The final concept that stuck with me is of course what we learned about technology. Although I teach at a school that uses technology on a daily basis, I found that I still had lots to learn. Technology can enhance learning in 5 ways according to Selwyn. Those ways are personalized learning, real-world challenges, learning beyond the classroom, giving students the ability to pursue passions and interests, and it helps to close the digital divide. The problem is that school buildings continue to be designed in a way that can impede the effective use of technology. We also have to be careful to ensure that social aspects of school are not lost. As I previously mentioned, I have already begun to transfer the knowledge to my classroom. The very first thing I am trying to do is to use the top 12 research-based strategies in my classroom with all of my students to ensure I reach each student and help them learn in the best possible way. I remember a time when we gave the learning styles inventory and tried our best to teach students the way they learn best. Although learning styles are important, it is more important to teach in a variety of modalities based on the concept, not the learning style. I will continue to use these strategies that I have learned in my classroom. Although some of these strategies are not new to me or new to my class, I am just increasing the use of them. To conclude, I will discuss how my perspective of technology has changed. The first way is in how I view technology. It is not just the new phones, computers, and technology, but also the items we have had for a while: TV, alarm clocks, and microwaves. Although technology makes our lives easier, it is not always the best method. Having technology and using it are 2 different things. My school has virtual reality, but it rarely gets used. This is mostly due to a lack of training, which is usually the reason technology does not get used in the classroom. Also, not every lesson needs to use technology. It does become a distraction at times, and then learning is lost. Finally, technology is the future, so we better start embracing it. I would like to thank you, Dr. Betts, for an amazing class where I have learned so much. I would also like to thank you for your feedback, support, and encouragement. It has been a pleasure to be in your class.